horses kept on fighting, but sometimes amidst the roar, the soldiers heard the music and began to doubt the war. But the leaders would not listen or recognize the sound. But others heard it clearly, and they lay their weapons down. Down, down, down. Then one day that perfect stranger, he just upped and disappeared. The children tried to find him as they called him through their tears. Then they found a note he left them saying, "Children, carry on. I will always be here with you every time you sing the songs." And his choir full of fools, his choir full of fools, his choir full of fools is singing still. This choir full of fools believes in love and always will. This choir full of fools, this choir full of fools believes in love and always will.
One night as I lay on my pillow, moonlight bright as the dawn, I saw a man come walking. He had a long chain on. I heard his chains a coming, made a mournful sound, whirling around his body, dragging along on the ground. He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on.
Way back in the 1930s, they'd invented cheap recording machines, recorded on plastic instead of wax cylinders. And Alan Lomax, the folklorist in charge of the archives of the Library of Congress, had recorded songs sung by black prisoners in southern prisons, chain gang stuff and so on.
He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on.
They didn't have movie cameras then, and when in 1950 I bought a cheap second-hand movie camera, it was a newsreel camera, and all fitted into a box about 2 feet long, 8 or 10 inches wide. And my wife and I had the ambitious idea of filming folk music. Once we were able to film these work songs sung by African American prisoners. It came about because there was a professor, and he had been recording the stories, just recording the sound, stories and songs, a Texas prison farm.
He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on.
And he got to know the warden and the guards and the prisoners well enough so they trusted him. And when he said, "Could I bring in a friend who has a camera and film these same songs?" they said yes. I'll never forget that day. The guard was sitting on his horse a few feet away, and he had his rifle with him, and he had a batch of dogs that could chase anybody who tried to escape.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.